Hello.
How are you? Asante sana. Asante.
Welcome to the ITA Award. We are from Radio RFM, and we're just gonna ask you some few major questions concerning talent, youth and the talent. And
Maybe some of our youth in the front, we can start by here. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about youth and with the talent.
Yes.
And what's your take concerning the youth in the ministry, and if you're supporting the talent in the ministry?
Yeah, actually I'm here today because of ETA Awards, and it's an honor also to be one of their patrons, and I believe so much in youth empowerment. I always say our youth is our responsibility. So the reason why I feel this awards is so timely, ETA Awards, is because it is recognizing the youth, what they are doing, like in different sectors, not just for those that are in ministry, because we have different spheres of, calling, from music, entertainment, arts, media. So I believe in youth, and I'm also a pastor that is called to this generation and also to minister to the young. Yes.
Yeah, of late we've been having issues with the government and the church. And what's your take about the church? The way the government is saying the churches need to be liberated. What's your take about that?
Definitely we've had a lot of issue going on, and one thing I can say, the fact that the fake exists is actually something to show that there is genuine. If there was no fake US dollar, there would be no genuine US dollar. So of course we've had those kind of issues that we have seen that are very discouraging, even to the believers and even to those that are church goers, but they are still genuine men and women of God. And I agree with the government that it's also good to also deal with criminals, because some of these people, they are just pastors propagating to be pastors. They are criminals propagating to be pastors. So what I'm saying is that they should just deal with those ones who are criminals. But there are so many genuine pastors, there are so many genuine apostles, there are so many genuine evangelists and teachers of the word and genuine churches. But those who are criminals, let them be dealt with as criminals and let them face the full course of the law.
Let's go back. During election, you see that one side, the church, it was favoring one side of the election, and the others were not in the same page with it. What is your take about the church and the government? What will you say about church being part of the government issues and politics?
In terms of taking sides, we have members that, for me, I am the pastor of the Empowerment Christian Church here in Nairobi CBD. Our church is here in the city, and we have people that support both of the political divide. So as a pastor or as pastors, we cannot really take sides. We can only advise our members to choose what they feel in terms of the manifestos of different parties, but now the elections are over. But for me, I believe as a church, we should not be able to take sides. We should be able to pray for all leaders, because we are still mandated to pray for both, the opposition and those in government, or even when it was during an election, like you are saying, when we take sides, we divide the people. So, and as church leaders, our agenda should be to preach the message of peace, the message of oneness. Our agenda should be to just preach the message of becoming one and rising above, tribalism, rising above all the strongholds that bring this nation apart.
Okay, Reverend Lucy, you're looking amazing.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see you for the first time. And now I have two questions. The first question, are you here because of ETA Awards, of which it's a gospel awards? Maybe what's your take on the gospel industry? Because it's been said that gospel imerudi chini, and we see you doing an amazing job. The second question, tumeona ukiombea bahati, and so many people are so happy about it. Maybe tell us more about it. What inspired you now to decide kukamua kuombea bahati? And alikuwa pale akiuliza, should I come back to gospel again?
Yes. First and foremost, the first issue was about why I'm here. It's for ETA Awards, and of course I believe in youth, I believe in talents, I believe in giftings, and I believe in serving God with our potentials, with passion, and also, I believe in doing what we were called to do. There are two important days in a man's life: the day you were born and the day you recognize where you were born. So that is why we are here today, to appreciate everybody that is living their life in purpose, that is living their life in passion, and that is fulfilling their calling. Going to Bahati, yesterday we had our service, and he gave me a call, and he told me, Rev, I'm thinking of coming back to Christ, So of course I encouraged him to come to the office, where he came, and we had every sinner was once a saint,
Yes.
Every saint was once a sinner, and the blood of Jesus, there is nobody it cannot wash. So of course I welcomed him, and we spoke, and he told me he's going to be doing gospel music, and I really hope that because I could really see his passion. That is where he started. His roots are in the church, and you can never run away from your calling. My message to Bahati yesterday was, if it's your calling, it will keep calling you no matter where you go. So let's hope for the best, and let's wait and see what is going to happen. And I hope he inspires a lot of young people, because when you are a young man and you are a celebrity, you have been in the gospel industry, a lot of people look up to you. So when you are in when you make positive choices, you influence so many others, and also in the same, on the other side. So it is my prayer. Yeah, that is our prayer.
Okay, apart from Bahati, also some of the artists pia kuna wenye wanitoka gospel, maybe a message to them. What can you tell them?
My message to them is that if it's your calling, it will keep calling you, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes maybe you may not feel qualified because of the pressure of that is there in society, and also as a gospel minister, I know people crucify you in the court of public opinion from a point of misinformation, because most of them are in the public domain, and because of that pressure, some of them, they just feel, let me leave gospel and let me do secular. But I want you to know, this is your purpose, this is your calling. You can still come back to God. You may not feel qualified, but God does not call the qualified, but he qualifies the called. God does not call the equipped. He equips those that he has called. So I want you to know, even though you've fallen, a righteous man may fall down 7 times, but he will rise again. So there is room for them, na tunawagojea warudi. Yeah.
Asante sana, karibu kwenye event.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much.